Hello and welcome. My name is Rob, and I'm going to be taking you through our Level Up Transformation Program. This is a little bit of an info session to explain the details of how it all works. So I'm just going to share my screen for a moment. So, as you can see, the purpose of tonight is to really explain the details of how it works, how the program works, why the program is so transformative, and what are the key components that really make it so effective. Now, you might be watching this because you've signed up to our next program, or perhaps you're watching this because you're interested to find out a bit more and would like to be informed the next time we launch the dates that we're going to be running the next program. So, little bit of a bit of background to begin with. So, as you can see, myself, Rob, we've got Emily. So myself and Emily are the trainers. We will run the nutrition, the movement, the mindset, and the accountability during the program. I've been a PT for 25 years now. Emily has been a PT for 10 years, and she's also been a nutrition coach. Haley, my wife, she will be running she runs the live Zoom cooking demos, food prep tips. She shows you a little bit of a behind the curtains look at how we do healthy eating in my house and how we make it realistic, and the ins and outs of week to week of how we make it achievable. So she's going to share a lot of tips in relation to that. So if you're doing the virtual option, so where we finish with the last 3 days as a virtual retreat, Emily will be running the program on those 3 days, and myself and Haley will be running the in-person retreat for the last 3 days. But we'll all be working together on that 6-week program before the actual retreat. So just to give you a little bit of history about myself and Total Balance Fitness Training, if you don't know a lot about us, or you've only just sort of come into getting to know us, or maybe you've been a client with us for many, many years, this is a bit of a history of how we all started, and it takes us up to today. So you can see TBFT started in 2001. Fast forward, so the first number of years we were operating, I had myself and my business partner Luke at the time. We were operating a studio out of my dad's garage, and we operated that for the first 5 years until in 2006 the business was expanding and we needed a bigger facility. So we moved into our Diamond Creek in Victoria studio, which we still have to this day, same studio. Then we fast forward to 2011, and that's the year when I took the business over completely on my own, and Luke, my old business partner, departed from there. If we skip ahead to 2015, that's when Emily joined TBFT. So she's been with us for 5 years now, or sorry, 10 years now. And then if we scoot ahead, obviously I'm just giving you, a few highlights along the way, but there's much more that's happened throughout those years. But in 2020, so up until 2020, we were just a personal training studio that specialized in working with people in their 50s and 60s. Really helping them to get stronger and fitter, and just incorporate exercise and healthy living as they age. But in 2020, being in Victoria, our studio, from that point forwards, we were locked down for a period of I think it was more than 350 days over that first couple of years of the COVID era. And we very quickly pivoted from that point and developed an online program. I think I had it up within the first week that we went into lockdown. Now, the initial theory was that we were just doing it to allow our studio clients to keep training and keep their momentum. So we had an online option for them to keep working out. But as we went through the months, we realized that there was a huge market Australia-wide of people that needed our help and that could massively benefit from our program. So we have continued and expanded that program to where it is today. So it's running very strong, and it's one of our key arms of the business now, where we almost have as many clients in our studio as what we do in our online program. If we fast forward to 2023, that's when we did our first level up retreat. And the retreats were something that I was wanting to do for many years. But just, being a business owner, it was always very busy, and I really struggled to get the time to be able to organize this. I approached Emily, and she was super keen because she's very much like me. She's very passionate about health and fitness, lives and breathes it. And the idea of taking people through a program and then doing a retreat together with them, she was really interested in doing that. So we developed the program together, and we've run a number of retreats so far, and they've been highly successful. I'll go into some of the details later on. And then in 2024, we started our Align and Shine program, which is a posture reset program, where it's a structured 21-day plan that you can follow on your own with short workouts for busy people. And then that brings us to today. So that's a brief history of us. But now let's get to the Level Up program. So the Level Up program is a 6-week immersive experience where we're going to be building up to a 3-day retreat on the final 3 days of that 6 weeks. The program is a very holistic program. So we cover lots of different aspects of health, all the foundational pillars: nutrition, sleep, hydration, movement, stress management, things like how to eat for fat loss and how hormones, menopause, all that sort of thing ties in to fat loss. So we take a very deep dive into all of those principles. The 6 weeks is really an opportunity to focus on you. So we want all of our participants, we demand this of you. If you are going to do the program, you have to be willing to commit that 6 weeks and make this your number one focus. So we want you to be all in on this. This is not a dip your toes in. We're looking to get life-changing results, and we need 100% commitment from all our participants. And the reason that we're able to get such effective results is because we do a combination of learning and implementing at the same time, which is really the key to understanding. You can learn all the theory in the world, but if you're not applying it and feeling it in your body, the lessons won't be as impactful. So that's one of the key reasons that the program is so impactful, because you're living it, you're feeling it, you're experiencing it. And I love this saying: where focus goes, energy flows. So we're looking to cut out all distractions. So we often get pulled in lots of different directions in life. So this is an opportunity to really focus on this. We need to shut out distractions. So if you're going to do the program, you need to do a little bit of an audit of your time and have a look at what changes you can make in your life during that 6 weeks, so that you can liberate some extra time to be able to fully focus on this. So that might be getting some help from your partner, your family, friends, even speaking to your boss, reducing workouts. Lots of participants have made these, preemptive actions to make sure that they can get the most out of the program. We will be 100% committed to you in this program, and we ask that you're 100% committed as well, so that we can really pull the most out of you in this immersion. And we're looking to establish, really to solidify and establish lifelong habits here. So it does take a bit of focus and a bit of extra attention to really dial those things in. So we've been known, our past participants have had incredible results. And look, yes, weight loss is often one of the main reasons that most people sign up to the program initially. But honestly, the program is so much more than that. It's weight loss, but it's health, it's confidence, it's energy, mindset, fitness, and it's a springboard to a healthier lifestyle moving forwards. The way that we stay on track with the weight side of the program is that we do weekly weigh-ins. So there's a lot of accountability involved, and we have a specific eating plan that we follow that will educate you and explain in detail. It's a very easy to follow program, and we have weekly meetings where we'll give you activities to follow. We'll be doing a lot of mindset work as well. And we'll have a very structured approach to the entire program. And it's a tried and tested method. So we know that it works. So you're not just doing something that's guesswork. You're following a program that's been done many times before and has been highly successful for all of our participants. So the structure of the program, how it works. As I mentioned, each week we'll have weekly meetings. So it's run on Zoom. So you can do it virtually. If you can't attend live, you can watch the recording. We understand that not everyone can make it every single week. But we ask that you try and make your best effort to try and attend live. We have a kickoff meeting. And that kickoff meeting actually starts a week and a half before we officially start the 6 weeks. We do that because we want to get you into the mindset. Sometimes it takes a little bit to snap into gear. So a week and a half to start to test the methods out. And you'll probably make a few mistakes and realize, oh, I didn't prepare. I needed to be a bit more prepared. I needed to go to the shops and have this ready. Whatever it is, that week and a half is a really good period to make a few mistakes and learn. So that when we start the official 6 weeks, it's go time and you're 100% all in, ready to go. So have our kickoff meeting, then we do our 6 weeks and the last 3 days of the retreat. Whether you do the virtual or the in-person program, that's the build-up of what we're working towards. We do also offer a cashback for anyone that is able to achieve more than a 10% body weight loss over the program. And we even allow you to start the weigh-ins from the kickoff meeting. So we actually give you an extra week and a half. We want you to achieve the best results possible. More than happy to give you the cashback. Like we want you to get the most amazing results possible. We want it to be a truly impactful program for you that will change your life. So we have 2 options, as I mentioned. So a location-based, where we do the last 3 days. Everything, the 6 weeks is all virtual, all the same, whether you do the virtual retreat at the end or whether you do the location-based one. But it's the last 3 days, and it's a similar setup, regardless of which option you choose. So if you do the in-person, obviously we'll do everything together. We'll provide meals, lunch and dinner. We'll do all the activities together. If you do the virtual option, we'll simulate a lot of the activities that we'll be doing on the in-person as best as possible we can. Obviously the hikes and walks, we'll plan it with you where you're going to go, but you'll do it on your own. We'll have live Zoom sessions where we're doing strength work, yoga, meditation, some workshopping and things like that together. You'll be checking in during the day to stay in touch with everyone and keep that group momentum. We ask that you put those 3 days aside if you are doing the virtual retreat. Pretend like those 3 days, take the day off work, It's normally a Saturday, Sunday, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We want you to have those days put aside. Don't have other things planned on them. Try and etch them out for this program. That's super important. Now, the structure of the program is we have nutritional guidelines. That's, as I said, it's our proven method. They'll be distributed and explained in our kickoff meeting in detail. So we'll make sure that you're very familiar and understand exactly what you're doing with that. We'll have our systems for success. So how to meal plan, food shopping, food prepping, live cooking demos. That's a big part of the program as well. We want to make it as easy as it is possible for you to implement this. Lots of mindset work. We will explain that throughout the program, but that's a big part of the program, because if we're not in a good state of mind, we're not going to do what we need to do. So we need to cultivate a winner's mindset, and we have a workbook that we work through that specifically, that we'll be filling out each day throughout the whole 6 weeks, and doing a review each week. And then we'll review the whole lot at the end of the program. So it all sort of ties in together. Each week we do a weekly check-in. It'll be 5 to 10 questions to run through so that we can get some valuable feedback, which helps us guide the weekly meetings as well. So we can go through any common concerns or difficulties. We want to troubleshoot and help you as best as possible, and personalize it. So a bit of an overview of the nutrition. So as you can see, the food that we eat, it's all whole food, delicious food. We're not looking at boring eating. This is food that's super tasty, nutrient dense, low carb. You're not depriving yourself. There'll be an abundance of food, but we have some specific methods to make sure that you stay in the fat burning zone and get the maximum results. You'll have recipe books, which will be provided at the kickoff meeting. We'll go through the guidelines, teach you a style of eating that will really accelerate fat loss, and teach you a healthy way of eating that will still help to nourish your body while losing fat. It's not about deprivation, and also how to cycle carbs and how to maintain this longer term as a sustainable approach. So this is just a few images to give you, this is from one of our previous retreats, running through the food. You can see I love color. I love whole foods. It's delicious. I believe in eating with your eyes first. So lots of, fresh ingredients, but easy to prepare. Nothing that's going to be too challenging. We want it to be doable for you. So accountability is another major aspect of the program. So we'll have regular check-in with you. So we'll be, as an example, we'll do everything within our power, basically, to put it short. Everything in our power to help you get the best results possible. We use an app called Trainerize, where we have a group, we contact regularly in that, we make sure that you're staying on track with everything. We do our weekly check-ins. We post win the days every day, get everyone to contribute so that we can create group momentum with that. And we ask that you be a good participant, not just for yourself, but for everyone. The more that everyone contributes, the more that everyone benefits. If you have a bad day, just get back on track. It's 6 weeks. We're not expecting everyone to have perfect days every single day of that 6 weeks. That's not realistic. But we're here to help you and lift you up on any days that you need a bit of a hand. And in all honesty, in terms of effort, the more you put in, the more you will get out, without a doubt. And, our past participants who have been our most successful participants have been the people that have been all in. And we've had clients that have lost like 12, 13% of their body weight in that 6 weeks. And they were females that was some of the smallest in our group. So it don't think that, it doesn't matter. Anyone can get those results, but it really just depends on the amount of effort and the buy-in that you get on this. The more you put in, the more you get out. Exercise overview. We'll have different workouts. The program will include a couple of live Zoom workouts each week with us. Throughout 6 weeks, we'll have yoga, Pilates, we'll have walking guidelines, workouts that you can do on your own, stretch and strength work, yoga classes that you can either do live or you can watch the recordings, Pilates, same. And all the workouts can be done from home. If you want to do them in a gym, we can also cater to that. That's not a problem. And the walking distances will be incrementally built up as we go through the process. So the retreat is really an opportunity to test yourself. And what we mean by that is that over the period, you're going to be building up your fitness, and you're gonna, I sort of look at it, it's like a new toy that you get to play with. You build this fitness and you get to work on it and experience it and feel the difference. So you can see this is a basic schedule of the activities that we'll do throughout the day, whether it's virtual or in person, the retreat. And we recommend that depending on the time of year, if you're doing it in winter, you might have some treadmill, cross trainer, a rebounder. We'll have all different workout options. If you're time poor, make sure you look at scheduling and minimizing commitments for that 6 week period. Guard your time and your energy levels. Say no. Don't steal time from your sleep. We want you to be, trying to, just do a bit of an audit of your time. Look at your screen time. Look at things that you can cut out within that 6 weeks. We offer a lot of support, so we'll support you as much as possible. And remember, 6 weeks to focus on you. If you have any questions, by all means, feel free to contact me. Thank you for watching.